Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to James Cameron.
I almost bailed on being a filmmaker. It's about sitting in that big dark room with all those other people you don't know, and something's going to come up on that screen that's going to take you somewhere.
I'm the king of the world! Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to James Cameron 101. I'm your host, Eddie Green, and today we're covering the 2009 film Avatar. And I didn't have an Avatar shirt, so I thought Blue Moon made sense because Pandora is essentially a blue moon. So, but I gotta get I don't know why I don't have a freaking Avatar shirt. Why don't I? So we are going to be joined today by somebody who probably is not qualified to be on this podcast. Her and I have joked about it, so it's cool. But we do have I think a really nice rapport. We work together at our real life job. So, and we got to talking about, the podcast and Avatar, and she's a fan of it. So this is the one that made the most sense versus I think something like Aliens or The Abyss. Let's bring the girl of the hour into the podcast studio, making her podcast debut, I think. I'm pretty sure this is the first podcast she's ever been on. Beth.
Woo! Hey, everyone. I'm so excited.
Okay.
It is my debut.
Okay. So first and foremost, have you ever thought of having your own podcast?
Oh my gosh, yes, but I don't know, because sometimes I'm like, oh, I can talk a lot, like I could totally have a podcast, and then other times I'm like, but is it good content? Probably not. Like I think it's good because it's in my own head, but if it was out there, maybe it wouldn't be.
Right. I don't know. Maybe you'll get bit by the podcast bug, and
I hope so. I and if I do it, I would love to have like a co-host.
Co-hosts.
Yeah, because I would like a conversation. I think is better than maybe one person on the mic.
Right.
Depends.
When was the last time you watched? Not today, counting today. When was the last time you watched Avatar?
Oh my gosh, I was probably like really young. It's been years.
Well, you just turned 21 for everyone that's watching.
Happy birthday.
So you're inherently very young. You were 2003 born?
Yes.
Wow. So 6 years later, this movie came out. You were 6 when this film came out.
Which is crazy to think about because I do remember really enjoying this movie when I was younger, and I used to watch it a lot with my siblings because they loved it. I think they loved it more than I did, but because we were in the living room, I would still sit down and watch it. But yeah, since then I hadn't jumped back in, but I did watch The Way of Water. So
in the theater?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was good.
So upon a rewatch, what did it feel different to you? Did it hit you different now that you're pretty there's a pretty wide gap from when you initially saw it to now, all these years of life you've lived?
Yeah, it's.
And don't say anything that I want to hear. Like you can say like you can be like, no, the movie sucked.
No. It's just hit way different. Like it's actually, I feel like the way I remember it as a kid, I was like, oh, they're playing like a video game. Like they're going into this machine into a video game. It was today I realized that it's a real world with real people, a real, species of people who are living in this like gorgeous, beautiful place that they're trying to protect and that they're so spiritually connected to. And I feel like that just hit way different now, especially with the state of the world. You grow up and you see things differently. It's like, wow, this is actually like really serious. I also realized like it looks really good for 2009.
It does.
I was so shocked. Yeah, looks really good.
Because we were talking, I was like, I don't have to rewatch it. I've seen this movie a bunch of times, and then I was like thinking, I was like, wait, hold on, maybe I should rewatch it just in case, because I don't want you to know more about it than I do.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing.
Because then
A
we'd have
little.
to flip the cameras here. We'd have to flip the positions. So, also,
Yeah,
right now you just look like a floating head. Are you able
like a
to tilt
floating
your camera?
head. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
All right, cool.
Yeah, is that
Uh,
better? I can tilt
oh
it
yeah,
down.
that's good. Yeah. Um, have you done tier list rankings before? I think you said you have.
I have, but not I mean, not to spoil anything, you said you have a different, system, so
I
I'm
mean, it's
curious.
the same kind of layout, but it's not S, A, B, C, D or anything like that.
Yeah.
I've come up with unique things. And typically, I think when you're doing a tier list, you're ranking favorite to least favorite. I think
Mhm.
that's the general consensus. Today, we're not doing that. We are doing, and this is breaking news for Beth, we're ranking the characters on how well we think we would actually get along with them
Oh,
if this was an actual tangible place we could go. Uh,
okay.
we're gonna take turns. I'll pull up the graph and everything. So keep that in mind. It's not favorite to least favorite. It's how well do I think I would get along with this person or Navi or whatever. So
Okay, love that.
all right. So here we go. We're gonna pull it up. Let me know if you can see it.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So at the top here is the blue one, because again, Avatar is a very blue
Mhm.
focused film. No question, best friends. You don't even have to think about it. It's just immediately boom right in. Um, Banshee flight needed is the next tier, so that's the A tier. You have to think about it a little bit, and you'd be willing to ride on the back of a Banshee and talk while you're flying. The middle, there's potential. Next to the bottom, probably not. And in the bottom, the very, very red one there, I do not see you, because they always say, I see you, which is basically them saying, I acknowledge your presence, you're somebody I respect. So I do not see
Yeah.
you
Okay.
at the bottom there. So I probably should have saved this. Hopefully you forgot the order of the characters here. Typically I ask the guest to pick who goes first. So who do you want to go first?
Like me or you?
Yes.
I meant like okay, yeah, okay, you can go first.
All
Yeah,
right. I think everybody has picked I go first on all 5 of these. So
yeah. Okay.
here
But
we
can
go.
we say that can we have the same people, or do we is this like a
It's an
consensus?
alternating. So I'm gonna start with what that's Quaritch right there, the main villain
Yeah.
of the film. And then once I put him in a position, you can obviously offer up, if it were my turn where I would have put him, and then we'll go to your guy next and then alternate like that.
Okay, sounds good.
So, kicking things off, and this was in no particular order. I just put him in the tier maker, and it kind of randomizes. So, starting off with Mr. Quaritch right here.
The Colonel?
Yep, the Colonel. Which also, by the way, I don't know if you ever uh, did this. Colonel is spelled very odd in
Yeah,
when it's in like
Colonel.
yeah, like when it's in like the military sense of a colonel. It's
Yeah,
Colonel. So
yeah.
I always thought it was colonel or colonel,
Yeah, same.
you
Well,
know?
my Spanish brain reads things really, like, literally. So, that was a really difficult word because it makes no sense
It doesn't.
whatsoever.
And then
Yeah,
and then of course there's the other kernel, which is like a food
like
item, so Kernel.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But anyways, Colonel Quaritch, Mr. Stephen Lang is the actor. Have you seen Don't Breathe? It's a movie
Mm,
called Don't Breathe. It's a horror film.
no.
Okay. Because that's his
But
like
it
other
isn't, like, the poster, it's, like, somebody that's like this?
hold on, I can't see you because I'm on the other screen. Go back.
Oh,
Do it again.
the
Do it
one
again.
that's like this,
Um
right?
yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, that's so funny, I haven't seen it, though.
Okay. So you know the
Yeah.
poster. So he's the
Yeah.
main, but you know the premise of it, do you?
No.
Okay. So really quickly, tangential. These kids break into a blind man's house. I forget why they break in. Maybe just to break in. But he's blind, but he's very in tune with his other senses. So he basically starts hunting them, and he plays the blind guy.
Oh my god, he's
So
really good at that, I feel like.
being like a bad guy, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
totally.
yeah.
He
So
has a very, like, demanding voice.
right.
Yeah.
He does, and this was not always going to be Stephen Lang. This is just my trivia. It was originally going to, in theory, I think, on like when Cameron was writing the film, he was potentially envisioning Michael Biehn to play this role, which he's been in The Terminator and Aliens and The Abyss. He's been in a lot of James Cameron films, and he didn't cast him, I think, because he didn't want people to confuse him and Sigourney Weaver, who plays Grace, because they were also in Aliens together.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he thought that
Makes
might have been a little
sense.
weird for audiences to see them again. So
Yeah, and the same thing, yeah.
I don't know. I would have been able to separate it. I don't know about you, but like if I see Leo and Kate in Titanic and then I see Leo and Kate in Revolutionary Road, it doesn't like it's not jarring. I'm not thinking about Jack and Rose. I'm thinking about who they're playing in the new movie.
That's so true, but I also think, like, I don't know, because I watched this movie so young. I feel like if you're a younger, like, child, perhaps, you'd be like, but at the same time, there are certain movies that are not really geared towards kids, so I think
Mhm.
it just depends. But, I mean, it was a good choice
Right. Yeah, no,
regardless.
he's great. He's great. And I've just been stalling because this is a very easy one. I do not see you. Uh
Yeah, same.
Same.
Wow, yeah, I mean, he's no heart, no heart,
No heart.
just no compassion, no empathy. I mean, money driven.
Yep.
It's really it's like capitalism personified, you know?
I
It's
do
like
like when we first meet him, he says, "You are not in Kansas anymore."
yeah, yeah,
I thought that was cool.
that was a good one.
Um, so yeah. So okay, so we agree. All right, so now your first character that you get to decide his fate. This is Norm, played by Joel David Moore. And you know who, I mean, obviously you watched the film, so you know who
Yes,
he
yes,
is.
yes, yes, yes,
All right,
yes.
so take it away. I'm gonna stop talking.
Okay, Norm, I feel like there's potential, and
Mm.
maybe this is controversial, but Norm, I mean, he was just giving me kind of weird vibes because he was jealous that Sully was the chosen one, quote unquote. So I feel like
Wait, hold on. You say Sully?
Jake Sully.
Yeah, Sully, right? Why'd you say
Yes,
Sully?
my bad. It's the Spanish.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
the Spanish. That's how
I'm
you would say
sorry.
it in Spanish. Jake Sully.
Jake Sully. Yeah,
Is that? Oh,
Sully.
seriously? Like, is that how you would
Yeah,
say it?
yeah, Sully.
Sully. Okay.
Sully.
And
Jake's
I think even one of the Navi call him that, right? Sully. Jake
Sully.
Sully.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Maybe it's not the Spanish. Maybe I'm just the Avatar.
maybe you are not a little bit
Navi.
Navi.
Yeah, totally. I just watched it literally, so I'm like everything's like fresh. But I don't know, he was kind of he me personally, I don't know if I deal well with know-it-alls. I feel like that's kind of how he is. But he's a good person at heart, so I respect that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I upon a rewatch just a couple days ago, I was struck because I always remembered him as the guy that, is sort of he's like, "Yeah, come on, Jake, like let's like plug in, like we're going to have a lot of fun." Like they wake up in the same room together the first time Jake is put into his, avatar body and everything. So that's the memory I have, but then as the film progresses, I totally forgot that he almost sort of is I don't know if the word's jealous, but he's like
Mhm.
there's a little bit of jealousy there. There's a little bit of like also spite, I think, what you don't know what this is kind of
Yeah,
thing.
he's like super bitter, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because he
So,
knows everything. He's a know-it-all, so he's like, you don't really deserve to be in the position that you are.
right.
Have you seen the Lego Movie?
Yes, I've only seen it once, but I have seen it.
Okay, well, it just reminds me of that sort of, I forgot
What
their names,
Chris
but
Pratt's character, the main guy?
yeah, like their dynamic and the girl because, he didn't choose to be the chosen one and she like knows everything about the plan and whatever, and she was like bitter for a lot of the movie, you know. So that was the connection I made.
Hey, whatever, yeah, good movie, the Lego Movie, recommend.
I love that movie. That was really good. Yeah.
Also, the Lego Batman movie is really good, and I have not seen the Lego Movie Part 2.
I Lego Batman is on my list. I meant to watch it this week, but wasn't able to. But I
Why?
did
Why this week?
because I watched the Lego Movie this week, and I was
Oh,
gonna
get out.
go
Oh, okay.
on
Yeah.
like a full binge, and then yeah, it like didn't happen. But
I thought you were just because we were talking about Lego Movie, you were like, oh yeah, like I meant to watch it this week.
no, like I'm serious.
Wow, you actually,
I
that's weird.
actually was supposed to watch it this week, but because everybody says it's really good, and I haven't seen it.
It is really good. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is good.
yeah.
All right. So would I put him in there's potential? Yeah, I feel like I would. It's either that or probably not. I don't know that I'd want to fly on a banshee with this guy.
Yeah.
And also
No.
when I say that, we're on two separate banshees, by the way. We're not on the same banshee.
Right. Okay.
Just so we're all on the same page.
Fair.
Yeah, where he's not shotgunning or anything. He's on his own thing. So
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I agree. All right. Next up, this is funny that they put them next to each other, but Natiri is my pick here. And it's easy to think that you would stick her in no question best friends, but she is kind of bitchy. She's kind of bitchy. I'm not gonna lie. She has an attitude, I think. But overall, she is definitely not a I do not see you and a probably not. It's either there's potential, banshee flight needed, and she's definitely not a no question best friends.
Mhm.
So Natiri. I do like her. I love Zoe Saldana who plays her.
She's great.
Oh, she's great. Yeah, she's great. And she starts to warm up obviously, and then she finds out what Jake did, and then it's leave me alone and everything. So it's this nice arc, but I think I'm gonna put her in Banshee Flight Needed. I have to
I
ride the
agree.
Okay, you agree?
Yeah.
She's not a best friend for you?
Well, she's fiery. She's really fiery. And I think I mean, I empathize because she's been done wrong so many times. And she really did trust Sully. So
Can we call him
for
Jake? Can we just
Jake,
call him
okay.
Jake from State
Yeah,
Farm?
we can call him Jake. She trusted Jake, and I feel like I mean there's so much at stake. How can you not be so fiery and determined?
Okay.
Um, but on a personality level, I think it would be hard for me to get along with her on a like at first. But I think you definitely there is a really beautiful arc between both of them in the movie. So
Is that like maybe I missed it? Is that a line or something, or did you kind of come up with that as your own head canon that she's been done wrong a bunch of times?
well, yeah, maybe I did come up with that. She didn't say that per se,
I was
but
gonna
I
say
think
like I don't remember her going, like what like, specifically when they're in that, what is it, the tree of souls or the tree of
mhm,
spirits? I forget what it's called. I'm seeming like a fake fan here, but like when they're in that part where they decide to meet with one another and she's like, there's
yeah,
a bunch of great women out there you can pick
yeah.
from, did she say something like I've been done wrong by dudes before?
No, she never said that. I think it's more just about like the fact that, because the humans have been there for a while before Jake got there, obviously.
Hmm,
And I mean, there's very clearly a distrust from the beginning of the movie. Like, because at the very beginning, they kind of have to decide if, like, her mom has to decide if Jake is even worthy of being taught the ways of the Navi.
mhm.
So obviously, they're from the get go, like, they obviously do not trust these people. So for somebody of the humankind to infiltrate and actually do really well, but then turns out that it's it's like oh, you were one of them this whole time, like you were on a mission, like that's so sad. I thought maybe she thought his intentions were genuine from the beginning, and that wasn't really the case.
Mm.
So yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of Jake, he's your
See?
next option here, and I specifically chose the human form for him in this film because obviously going forward he is full Navi. So when I do my Way of Water tier list, I'll have Jake as his Navi form. But for this film, it felt appropriate because he starts out as a human. So
Yeah, I feel like he's mostly human.
in the film,
Yeah. Um, that's so tough for so many reasons.
None of which include the fact that he's like a cripple, right?
That's
Like you're not
crazy.
letting that slide if
No,
you're gonna
you
hang
know,
out with this guy,
I
are you?
was gonna ask, is the actor really disabled?
No. What?
No?
No, he's
Oh
not crippled. He's
wow.
acting crippled.
I really thought like he had me good. I was like,
Wow.
wow, like they hired a disabled actor in 2009. That's like really
That's very
amazing.
progressive.
Yeah.
Which is funny
Um
because he's Jake from State Farm and it's progressive. Oh boy, I'm
yeah,
spitting
yeah,
jokes.
that was really good. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I would never be friends with somebody like Jake. But I think he like at first, but I think he had such a beautiful arc, and I feel like he really did learn. He learned to empathize because at first, somewhere in the movie, he says something like, "Oh, I hope that tree hugger bullshit like doesn't get to me," or something like that. Like he really wasn't down with the whole spirituality of the Navi. Like he verbatim said it was some tree hugger shit. So for him to then fast forward to all the way to the end of the movie, he's like
I want to
he
be
he
you.
prays to the tree. He's like, please, like help us. And I think I can fuck with him by the end of the movie, but the first like 2 hours, I was like, I don't know. So I'm gonna put him at Banshee Fight Needed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's funny. They're next to each other yet again.
Right.
They're inseparable. This team of Jake and Thierry.
Romance. Yeah.
All right. So I obviously don't like how he starts, but that's the whole point.
Yeah.
If he started out not that
Good.
way, that's not an arc. That's not a way to have a character grow. And that's really essentially what most films kind of tend to do. That they tend to have a character that grows in some way, shape, or form. So I don't agree with how he starts. Obviously, love how he ends, but I think I'm gonna if it was my particular choice here, I would have put him in There's Potential.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's
He's
because
questionable.
he's a Marine.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's
you
what
know,
I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
I'm thinking like I have a couple friends that I'm aware of that have served in the military, and they're not the easiest people. They were never the easiest people to hold a conversation with, or because they're always like battle hardened and everything.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, yeah. So
They say something about that in the movie. They say like, oh God, I can't even think of the line. But it was something like I don't remember.
falling
But when I heard that line, I was like, that's very like it's a good description of a Marine.
right.
And not necessarily in the best way. They're just really strong headed and sometimes not in the best way. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Jake, if even if Jake was wrong at the beginning of the movie, which he was in a lot of the times, there were a lot of trials and errors with him. He was never gonna admit that he was doing something wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so that was your turn. So it's back to me here with and I do have his name pulled up here because I don't even know how to say it. It's spelled TSU apostrophe TEY. Tute?
Tuesday,
Sute?
something like that.
Su-
Sute.
Sute?
Yeah, Sute, I
All
think.
right, so Sute.
I
God,
just watched it. I forgot.
can't
The Navi names are kind of
George. So
right.
why George? Why can't they just name George? Albert. Fuck.
That was my
Tusay?
dad's name.
All right. So Susay. What is it?
Oh,
Sute? All right.
Sute. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whatever. This guy is I think he's also depicted as not the main villain because he's at the bottom there. We see him and there's another villain right next to him. But he is definitely one of the people that are very much against welcoming, Jake into the tribe or whatever, the people. So anytime we see him, is that your dog?
Yeah.
God damn, I'm gonna have to edit this.
Okay, wait, hold on. This is the one thing I was like,
Yeah, you were
there
like, yeah,
might be a dog bark.
there might be a dog bark. Why can't you do what I do and I put the cat away?
Cats don't bark. You don't need to worry about that. I can't like cats. Even if your cat meowed, you would not hear it.
Right.
Okay, wait. Can I put him away?
Who are you talking to?
Like, can I get up real quick? You can
Oh,
cut
go
this
ahead.
out.
Yeah, sorry. I can't see you. So go ahead.
Oh, you can't see me? Oh, okay.
No, I'm on the screen so I can do this.
Okay. Okay. I'll be back, Rex. 1 second. Okay, hold on, Rex. Okay,
Okay, we're better.
we're so back.
Okay.
We're so
So
back.
this guy, anytime we see him, it seems like he always has a stick up his Navi ass, and he needs a haircut. By the way, I don't mess with his hair at all.
He's kind of bald though.
Yeah. I don't know. He's got what do they say? Some fuck ass bop.
Oh, fuck ass.
He got a fuck ass bop.
You got a fuck ass bob. Period.
So
Looks good.
I don't think it looks good. You think it looks good?
I mean, it's really it's small. He's like mostly bald, is he not?
Yeah, but he has that it's like in the middle. It's almost like a mohawk kind
Yeah,
of thing.
exactly. Yeah. I mean,
I don't screw with it. I love Natiri's
yeah,
hairdo, but
love.
yeah, I don't mess with this guy. So I think I don't want to totally write him off because he's not because he does redeem himself at the very end. He taking out the humans and then he basically is sacrificing himself to eliminate the threat, and we see him fall in slow-mo.
Yeah.
Did this movie make you cry at all? I forgot to ask.
Not
Okay. No.
not not this time. Maybe when I was younger. But I mean, I it is really emotional, especially the part when he comes down and they're like, Toruk Makto. Like I was like, wow, forgot about that. That was good. You know what I'm talking about?
Of course, yes, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, okay, okay.
The part that almost got me, like I told you not that long ago, was Grace's death, and
Oh yeah.
her saying, "Oh my God, Awa's real, and I'm with her," and
Yeah.
then like you see her transcend as the camera like does that weird trippy kind of, I don't even know how to describe it, but it
Yeah.
like goes up into the sky kind of thing,
Yeah.
and that almost got me, but it didn't quite get me. So, anyways, I'm stalling. I'm gonna put him in probably not. I'm gonna put him in probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah. You agree?
I yeah, I mean, he was really, really feisty up until the end. But like I said, I understand. I think there's a lot at um risk, and his dad literally died, so you know, I get it. It's rough. It's hard.
It is. It's hard out
Yeah.
here for a Navi.
Yeah, totally.
All right, next up, back to you. The guy basically, running
What's his
the
name? Parker?
Parker, yeah.
Mhm.
Played by Giovanni Ribisi, Ribisi, Ribisi.
I feel like I've seen him in something else.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see what he's been in because I also felt that. So
Yeah, he looks so familiar.
this guy has been
Is
in
he
Sky
Loki?
Captain and the World of Tomorrow. He's also in Avatar: The Way of Water. Maybe that's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, really nothing else. Oh, he's in Ted 2.
Okay. I've
Yeah,
seen the first one.
he voices Randy in Family Guy.
Nah.
No, okay,
Wow, that's so interesting. He looked so familiar, but maybe it is just from The Way of Water.
yeah.
Um, I mean, I I do not see you because how disrespectful is it for them to literally get defeated and as he's leaving, he's like, "It's not over yet." Like, girl, go home. Let these people live. Like, you're pissing me off. You have no remorse, like, no shame. Go home.
Go home.
I don't yeah, go home.
Play
He's
golf at home.
right. Do literally do right. Right, literally. Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot
because
about
that's what he
that.
loves to do. He loves to play mini golf.
With the mug, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's yeah, that was really bold of him to say as he's leaving. Like, oh, yeah, terrible.
I mean, love, love because it's a movie, so it's not real life, but I love the moment where um Jake is like trying to like get them to stop the bulldozing and he's like, "All right, so just push forward and he'll move."
No, honestly, the way a lot of this script was written is really funny. Like, I found myself, like, chuckling, but also just terrible, terrible
Yeah,
stuff. But
yeah.
he's funny, so I think he's the funniest one.
So I agree. I do not see you. It's basically him and Quaritch, working, hand in hand, kind of almost essentially. He's kind of more of the corporate side of the whole mission, and then you have Quaritch, who's the more, the force, I think. And
Mhm.
so yeah, of course, I do not see you. Um, just a side note here, because he's the one that introduces why humans are even on Pandora in the first place. Look, I love James Cameron to death. Clearly, I am hosting a podcast dedicated to the man, but I don't like that he came up with like the word for why they're there, what the thing is, what the mineral is it's like, come on, Cameron, you couldn't have come up with a better word. Do you know what the word is?
Is it a bad word?
No, it's what the mineral is, why they're there in the first place. Remember, he like holds it. It's
N
like the
no, yeah,
rock
yeah, but I don't
floating.
remember it just sounded like a really, like, complicated science word.
No, it's not. It's all right. So when you want to obtain something, that means you want it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So they're there for something.
Obtainium?
They're there for something that they can't obtain. Unobtainium. It's to me, it's
Wait.
lazy. To me, it's like it's lazy. Unobtainium. Are
Oh
you
my gosh, I did not catch that at all.
right?
Unobtainium is
It's
crazy.
like really lazy writing to me personally. It's almost like he sat around going, "What can I call this thing? This mineral?" And
Unobtainium?
unobtainium, like they can't obtain it, so it's
That is so
unobtainable.
crazy because I feel like I mean, do you know the amount of, like, crazy, like, crystal or rock
Yeah,
names that are out there that he could have, like, I don't know, mixed together?
right.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm
That is
saying.
crazy. Yeah.
That's what I'm
I did not catch that. That's really funny, actually.
Yeah, I forgive him with Pandora because that just sounds cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Pandora, that's awesome. And I don't know which came first, the store or the film, but
Or Pandora Box.
Pandora. Okay, yeah, yeah. So, but Pandora's fine. Unobtainium is just that, like, that's the one thing about this movie that I've always, like, when they say it, I'm like, oh, God, they
That's so funny.
couldn't have
I wish
called it
I would have
something else.
known that. Like
So,
while rewatching that, but yeah, it's really funny.
but I do want that. And I don't know if they ever made it like a replica of that. I want that little stand, and then I want
The
because
floating
a
thing.
floating rock in the
Mhm.
middle. Yeah. Because like they make that stuff for Harry Potter. Like they make floating. Oh, what are they called? The Quidditch thing that they're after. Do you know what I'm talking about? The snitch. The snitch.
I
The gold.
actually haven't seen Harry Potter.
Oh my god. Golden snitch. Anytime they play Quidditch, Harry is always chasing the golden snitch. So they make
Yeah.
replicas of the snitch, and it literally floats on a base like that, and it
Yeah,
just
they have those for like shoes. I've been to like shoe stores and they have like a floating shoe.
yeah.
You've
So
never
they
seen
can
that?
no, they could totally do it. I mean, because I don't
Yeah.
really, you know me, I don't really care about fashion. I mean,
Yeah.
clearly I'm wearing a Blue Moon shirt. So, but
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I have one
No.
pair of shoes. Haley, though, she has that. I'm looking at, I think, 15. So,
I have probably more, I fear.
God,
So
why? Why?
I don't know. It just depends on the outfit. Like it really does. But
And
I don't
then,
know. Yeah.
and then, isn't that funny? No matter what my outfit is, because well, the outfit's always the same too. But I just wear my kicks with anything.
Right. It
So,
depends. Sometimes you need something fancier. Sometimes you need a black shoe. Sometimes you need a white shoe. Because, even if it's a sneaker, sometimes a white sneaker is not the best option. Maybe you want to do like a blue. I don't know.
yeah.
But anyway, this is a side note, but
I'll
I
probably edit this out.
love, okay, I love Harry Potter world so much. And I've never seen the Harry Potter movies. I love
Fake,
going there.
fake.
Yeah, I know. But I always go every time I go to Universal, that's my first stop, and I get butterbeer and I, see the dragon breathing fire, and I go to all the little store. I love it. I love it. Maybe I should watch it.
Yeah, yeah, they're
Yeah.
good movies.
No.
Anyways, so that was. I agree. I do not see you.
Mhm.
All right, next up, fan favorite here. This is Michelle Rodriguez, the actor who plays Trudy in this film. Although, of course, Michelle is probably most well known for the Fast and the Furious films. Um, and here she plays a pretty similar character. I don't know that I've ever seen Michelle Rodriguez not play a really, tough female
Mhm.
character. You know, um, I think that's essentially the kind of roles she's interested in. So, um, yeah, I think this is the first, no question, best friends. Um, Personally, I love the attitude is, I guess, the word, but there's a bit of that's a good word. Yeah, thank you. Haley said spunk. There's
Mhm.
a bit of spunk in this one, and she literally dies, in the line of duty. I think I remember reading somewhere that Michelle Rodriguez said something to the effect of, uh, because if you remember in The Way of Water, even though Quaritch dies, Cameron found a way to write him back into the movie. Same with Sigourney Weaver. She plays a character in The Way of Water, and so I think Cameron wanted to do something similar with Michelle Rodriguez and that character of Trudy, but I think she said, "No, no, no, no. Like, I want her to stay dead." Like, I think
That's
that's
interesting.
if I'm not misremembering something, I think that's how that went. It sucks because I would have liked to have seen her continue on in the movies, but this one little role of the Avatar universe that she played is very important. She flies, I think it's called the Scorpion, the RDA Scorpion. That really cool. I have the Lego version of the helicopter looking thing that has the blades.
Yeah.
That's
Love.
yeah. It's a
Love
it's a
that.
neat design. It was a neat build. I love that. That was one of my favorite Legos that I built. And yeah, I just love Michelle Rodriguez as a person
Yeah.
and the character as a character. I love how she like that scene where she breaks in, after they jail Jake and Grace, and she's like bringing them food and talking to the one guy, and they're like, talking about how they're tree huggers or whatever, and then she holds the guy hostage with the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really cool.
Yeah.
She's really cool. Shout out Michelle Rodriguez, Hispanic queen.
Yeah.
Love
Well,
to
hold
see
on.
it.
And this is clearly just a joke. Just a joke. Don't get
I know what you're
offended.
gonna say. I know what you're gonna say.
Don't get
Go.
offended. Don't get
I'm
offended.
not.
Any relation?
No, I wish. She's a bad bitch. I
She
love
is.
her. I
Beth-
would. We would also be best friends. No questions
Beth
asked.
Rodriguez, Michelle
Yeah,
Rodriguez.
Michelle Rodriguez. Like, I mean,
Although
maybe.
I feel like
But I don't think
Rodriguez
she's
is one of the
Puerto
most
Rican.
common last names.
I was gonna say, I don't think she's Puerto Rican. She
Yeah.
might be. I don't know. She
Hold
might
on.
be Mexican.
Yeah, let's
Look it up.
find out. What is she?
Look it up. But yeah, she's awesome. She really does have a spunk to her. That's a good word. Shout out Haley.
She is. It just says she is an American actress.
Oh well.
She was
They're
born in
raising her.
she was born in San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
Her mother is Dominican and her father was Puerto Rican.
Oh wow. Okay, so maybe.
Yeah.
But it is really popular. So, but no, yeah, I love her. I have mixed feelings about when writers or directors or whatever, they like kill somebody and then bring them back. I feel like it's really cool when they just die. It's
Right.
real,
Mhm.
It makes it real. So she died for a good cause. And I mean, yeah, she was giving me kind of gay vibes too, which I
Oh,
love.
really?
Yeah, she's kind of masculine in this movie. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Respect. I feel like she always plays like a sort of masculine.
Oh yeah, definitely in the
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious, absolutely.
Yeah, love
But,
it.
but she's I forget.
I mean,
is
she's
she-
straight, probably, right?
she's straight in the Fast and the Furious films. I forget if I think the character she plays is in love with Vin Diesel's character. I
Mm,
think. Sorry, any Fast and Furious fans, if I'm getting that mixed up. I think that's what the relationship is. I think it's Vin Diesel, Dom, and Michelle Rodriguez, Letty. They're like a thing. So, but
yeah.
she no, the sister is Jordana Brewster, I think is the actor name. But I was gonna ask you, do you think, because I don't think it's ever seen in the film, do you think there's any gay Navi?
Gay Navi?
Yeah,
I mean,
gay Navi, c'est la vie.
I mean, I there has to be.
Well,
They
because
have
don't they
they
like link their tails? That's how they, or something
That's
like
what
that.
I thought. That's how they like mate for life. They link their tails,
Yeah.
right?
So what do they do if? What? Oh, so I guess it's just
They
all
all
tails.
have tails. Yeah, they
Yeah.
all have tails. Yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah.
it's almost like a better version of gay than what we
Yeah, because
have.
there's no discrepancies.
Right.
It's just like, I mean, I do think like physically that like women do have boobs in the Navi.
I saw that. Yes.
Yes, but otherwise, like that's like it. So
That's it. Yeah.
yeah,
Do the guys have wieners? I don't think the guys.
I don't think so.
How do they pee? That's a great question. How do they pee?
Maybe because they have a tail, so I'm assuming they have a butt. Maybe they have like one hole
Wow.
for everything.
Wow. One hole for everything. One hole for everything.
This is crazy. Yeah.
So
We have to ask James Cameron.
oh my God, yeah. If I were ever to get him on this podcast, I'd be like,
Are
"Hi,
there
Mr.
gay
Cameron.
Navi?
Hi, Mr. Cameron. It's great to see you. My first question is, do the Navi have any potential of being gay? And secondly, how do they pee? How do they? Because you've never explored this."
Right. There's a lot of questions and potential for
Yeah.
this species.
And he has done a lot of like, there is so much in terms of like the world building that Cameron has.
Mhm.
Like all you saw was a 2 hour and like 45-minute film of it, but he developed a whole language for
Mhm.
them. Like that's a whole created language
Yeah.
that's actually teachable to my understanding. People can learn this
Yeah.
and speak it. And then there's like a whole, like I have the books or on my shelves. There's like books dedicated to the flora and
Mhm.
the like trees and the plants that exist on Pandora. It's like nuts. So it's
It's
like,
insane. I
it's
was
like
thinking about that today as I
somewhere
was
there has to
watching.
be, maybe he kept it to himself. Maybe there has to be answers to these
Like,
burning questions.
Anatomy of the Na'vi, where's the book? We need
Yeah.
it. Yeah, totally. I was thinking about that earlier about the language thing and wondering, like, I mean, how many people, like, how did they solidify it to keep it consistent? Um, I mean, where's the inspiration come from? Because it didn't sound like Spanish to me or English. It sounded more like, I don't know. I don't really know.
All right. So
Do
it
you
says,
know?
well, it says the Na'vi language is a fictional constructed language originally made for the film Avatar. In the franchise, the language is spoken by the Na'vi. The language was created by Paul Frommer, a professor at USC Marshall School of Business with a doctorate in linguistics.
Wow.
It was designed to fit James Cameron's conception of what the language should sound like in the film. It had to be realistically learnable by the fictional human characters and pronounceable by the actors, but also not closely resemble any single human language.
Wow.
So,
That's crazy.
yeah, it's pretty weird that, like, like if I were writing this movie, I would not have, but that's the difference. That's what makes Cameron, I think, a cut above the rest is he developed a language. Like, what?
Yeah.
No one does that. Like you just write
Yeah.
fake words or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly. That's
so,
crazy. Didn't they do that in Star Wars?
is Star
Kind
Wars a
of.
fake language? It is? Oh, okay, Jabba the Hutt. Okay, well then that's
Yeah.
George Lucas, and George Lucas is, he's also a cut above the rest, typically.
Yeah.
So
Shout
anyway,
out to language creators.
so you agree where I put Trudy?
Yeah.
Okay, no
Yeah.
question, best friends.
Yeah.
All righty, moving swiftly. Right next to who is this? This is Itukan. Itukan. I think that's the name.
That's the dad, right?
That's the dad. Yeah,
Yeah.
Itukan. So where are you putting him?
Yeah. Um, I feel like he deserved more screen time. I think I'm gonna put him at, well, okay, I think he ended up coming around. I think he was skeptical at first, right? Yeah.
Skeptical of Jake.
Jake, yeah. I mean, everybody was.
Everybody had a
Um,
little bit of, but I think he was like immediately he's sort of like, like bring him in and teach the ways, like right, like
yeah,
because
because I think once, like, his wife was like, "Oh, yeah, like, he's fine." Like, or did he say it first?
that I don't remember. See, I was like when I rewatched it, I was confused at first because there's when he like Jake reveals, "Hey, I'm actually, not who I said I was."
Yeah.
I thought that was what was communicated initially when he is first introduced to everybody, but because they call him an alien.
I know,
But
exactly, because he was like, "The smell of alien," like, yeah.
right, right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so I was confused. I was like, okay, so do they already know that this is not a real Navi? Like this is a human playing a Navi? And I thought that's what it was. But I guess it was
Is
just
it
like he's
not?
a like he's an alien Navi. Like he's a like how maybe they have different fingers.
Yeah, they do have different fingers.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So wait,
Yeah.
why didn't they figure that out when they were designing the avatars?
Well, I think that they knew he was part human or part alien, as they would say. I think maybe perhaps what they didn't know is that he was in on a mission to kill them.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah,
But
because I
yeah,
mean, they knew there was another species because they came in and wanted to open schools and teach English or whatever.
teach English.
That's what they said.
Of
Isn't that
course.
crazy?
Fucking Americans. Just
I know. I think it was so beautiful when Jake was like, "There's nothing we have that they want." It's like,
right. Right.
yeah,
But maybe they want English
yeah, we can try
because it is
a
the
beer.
universal language. It is.
Yeah,
I mean, it
yeah,
just is.
it is the lingua franca of the world.
I mean, it really is. So, anyways, but I don't think the dad was discriminatory right out of the gate.
Yeah,
He did have RDF though, resting dad face.
yeah, dads are skeptical, period, I think.
Yeah.
You know? So, okay, I think honestly, like, we could be best friends. I like him.
Whoa, holy
Yeah,
shit.
we could be best friends.
That escalated. I thought you were
Well,
gonna put him in there as potential.
no, no, no. I think that he's really level-headed
Wow.
and never really caused any like drama, unlike um uh Tsutsuki. Wait, what's his name?
Oh,
Um
the guy in Probably Not.
yes, because he was really just like he was acting upon his feelings at all times. I feel like the father was different in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we could be best friends.
All right. I would not have put him there. I would put him I would have put him in there as potential.
Yeah.
Because, I'm thinking at like anytime I would meet like my ex-girlfriend's dads, there was always an
Mhm.
intimidation factor there,
Mhm.
which is essentially what this is. Sure, maybe I'm not dating Natiri or whatever, but like I'm being introduced to this man who's a leader of a whole thing that's been there for how long before I came along. So best friends, maybe a couple years from now.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, maybe a few years from now, we're cracking open a couple beers and you
Yeah.
know, but
Yeah.
right out of the gate, nah. But it's not probably not either. So for me, it's got to be there's potential. So
That makes sense. Yeah, that's good.
all right,
Well-rounded answer.
thank you. Next
Yeah.
is what the wife, right? This is the wife,
Oh, yeah. She's
Moat.
amazing.
Moat, played by, and I kid you not, this is her, I guess, stage name or actor name, CCH Pounder.
Respect.
And then I guess it stands for Carol Christine Hilaria Pounder,
Okay.
but CCH.
CCH.
So,
That's funny of her.
um, again, I kind of agree with you. More screen time, and forgive me, really truly diehard Avatar fans. Which, by the way, I don't know if this has been stated on the podcast before, but Avatar is not my favorite Cameron film of all time. It's I think currently on my ranking, it's number 6, so it's right outside the top 5. So I like Avatar a lot. I like this one more than Way of Water, but it's not like the thing that I eat, sleep, and breathe like Terminator. So I don't necessarily know how the special edition looks because I haven't watched that one. There's an extended version, right, of this film. Um,
I had no idea. That's
yeah, that
cool.
goes like I think it's like 3 hours or something. It adds in a lot of added material.
Is
So
it on
maybe
Disney Plus?
I don't think so. I think on Disney Plus it's just the theatrical,
Yeah.
which usually is what Cameron prefers. Those are the director's cuts, like
Yeah.
as he likes to say. So this particular woman, again, I don't it's not a best friend situation, and it isn't an I do not see you situation. She's doing what she does that's best for the fam, and I'll stick her in there's potential.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Totally. Yeah. I mean,
So why is she in there's potential and the dad's in best friend?
um, I think I would actually. Oh, I don't know. That's. I
Good question.
think maybe I would put them in the same category in hindsight,
Oh, so
and
so
there's
do you want to move
potential.
the dad? Do you want to move the dad?
We can, yeah, because I do agree with what you said about how like there is potential. I mean, we could be BFFs in the future.
So move
Um,
him.
but I when you think of like this, because this movie is kind of an intro to everything.
Right.
Um, So yeah, at first I feel like, I feel like you're skeptical of me because I'm not Navi. Like, I don't know. But at the same time, she was really welcoming with Jake. So, I like that. Yeah,
All right. So
there's
I'm gonna move
potential.
the dad.
Move the dad. They're
you're
on the
moving
same page, I think.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. We have 2 characters left, and your last one here. Typically, I like to do even characters, but this particular cast, once you got past a certain character, that started getting into characters that really only had maybe minuscule amounts of screen time, and so it would be hard
Oh,
to. It would really be hard to kind of determine how you feel about them. So there's 11 this time around, so it's uneven, but that's fine. You get
that's okay.
arguably one of the, I think, better characters, Grace.
I think, well, I think at first she was also pretty judgmental of Jake. I mean, Jake is not his brother. His brother's dead. And she, like Norm, was very much like, you don't know anything about this. Like, I don't need another Marine in here. I need somebody with a PhD. But obviously, I think she comes around, character development. We love to see it. She's very smart. And I mean, throughout the whole thing, she was the person that was, I mean, it was her mission in a lot of ways. Like, she was the one that wrote the book on like that, like the plants.
Right.
Yeah. And she really cared about the Navi. So she set a good example for everyone else, and she died protecting them. So I'm gonna put her at Banshee fight needed.
Banshee flight needed.
I mean flight, I said fight. But yeah, because okay, I at first, like, she is also very she's kind of difficult at first, she's hard to get through at first, but she really does come around. So that's
Right.
why I feel like I don't know if we would be BFFs,
Right.
because she would be like kind of mean.
The only reason I would not put her in best friends is because I feel like she would constantly be smoking around me, and I hate that smell.
That is so true. Why is
So
she smoking indoors? Yeah. Yeah, boo.
yeah, weren't we just talking about this? Like
We
smoking
were,
in,
we really were, yeah.
yeah,
We were
smoking in
talking
cars is
about,
awful.
yeah, smoking in cars, not the vibe. Smoking indoors in general, like, please. Like, your walls are gonna be like yellow.
Ah.
I hate that.
Yep, it's pretty bad.
Sorry to all the cigarette smokers out there. But that's just not my
Which
vibe.
which is pretty telling because I've always been of the mind that, after a certain time, I think the idea and the appeal of cigarettes is gonna die off, once, because I think more and more less as time moves forward, I think more and more fewer people are actually doing it because
Uh-huh.
we realize that the health hazard and everything, which is funny to me that this film is set in like 2154
I know, right?
and she's smoking. It's sort of like, okay, Cameron, I guess you think people will still, and I'm sure there's stragglers, but I don't know. I think by 2154, I think it's going to be really niche to find people.
The question is, were electronic vapes a thing in 2009?
Electronic vapes, were they? I don't know.
Because I think, like, I generally don't think nicotine is ever gonna go away.
No, of course
Because
not.
I
It's like
mean, to this
it's like caffeine.
exactly, and to this day, I personally know so many people who smoke cigarettes. Like, it's kind of crazy because I really thought, like, I mean, me personally, those like TED Talks that they used to do in like elementary and middle school, like, that worked on me.
Yeah,
Like,
it worked on me
those
too.
like, I'm scared. Like, I don't want to have a hole in my throat and I can never like breathe normally again. Like, it worked on me. So
Right.
honestly, the amount of people that when I came to college, the amount of people that still smoke cigarettes was really shocking to me. A lot of people just play it off as like, oh, I just want to smoke a cigarette because I'm drunk. But I don't know. Even then, it's like, wow. So I do think nicotine is still gonna be a thing in 2151, right?
2154, but who's counting?
2150 in the 2150s. But but
Well, hold on.
it
Pause. We're both going to
mhm.
be dead, Beth. Isn't that sad?
We were also talking about death the other day and what would happen. Yeah,
Right.
that is sad. It's scary. It's really scary to think about. But the point is, it would still be nicotine, but I think it would be electronic. I'm surprised that he didn't think about that though,
Right.
James Cameron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just a, and I think it is a. There's a reason that she's doing it, and I think it is like, what is it called? Subtext. It's the whole movie is an environmental message, right?
Mhm.
So here's a scientist. Here's somebody that is studying the biology and all of this stuff, right? And yet she's doing something that is generally very obviously bad for your health, but she's doing something that is, so it's like a nice contradiction, I think, and that's why he ended up going with it. The idea of her
Wow, that's
having
so interesting. Cause she says
constantly
it
having a
like
cigarette.
when she gets shot, she's like, "Oh, I'm a scientist. Like I don't believe in fairy tales." So she kind of knew that she was gonna die.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel like knowledge does not surpass the sort of emotional need to take the edge off, whether it's a cigarette or anything else. And I think, I mean, she's dealing with a lot of stress, so who can blame her?
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely not best friends, but yeah, Banshee flight needed. Yeah, I would ride
Mhm.
next to Grace.
Yeah.
So finally, last but not least, is a doctor, Max Patel, but played by Dilip Rao. These strange names, but yeah, this guy, cool in my book. He is a character that kind of sides with and helps and doesn't fall prey to Quaritch and the mini golfer at the bottom there. So I really like this guy. I don't think he smokes. I don't ever see him. So I'm gonna put him in, no question, best friends.
Woo!
Do you agree, or would you have put him somewhere else?
No, I agree. I think he's a likable character all throughout the movie. So it's hard to say otherwise. There's not really any conflict there.
Right.
And he's playing for the good team. So, you know. Plus, but I feel like we didn't really get to know him on a personal level that well.
True. True.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, there we go. I will make sure to hit the save button. I'm gonna move the screen away.
Woo!
Wow. There we go. We did it, and we just passed the 1 hour mark. So,
Wow, that's a lot of content.
but yeah. So there we go. Before we wrap it up here, is there anything? I don't know. You don't have a YouTube channel or anything
Anything I want to plug?
to
No.
plug. Nothing.
I have I mean, if you want to follow me on Instagram, you totally can. I do a lot of fashion things, fashion um styling. I do photo shoots, I creative direct, whatever. So, I think I always want people to look at my stuff. It's
All
fun.
right.
I also do a lot of journalism, specifically fashion journalism, but yeah.
Speaking of fashion and
Mhm.
costumes, were you looking at that in the film?
Yes, actually, I was looking at a lot of the things that Neytiri, that's her name, right?
Right.
Neytiri. She was wearing a lot of really cool stuff,
But
and it was like
how much
changing.
of that is actually real? I don't know because I
I
know.
was gonna say, well, I'm honestly confused about the whole thing because, like I said, there's been so many times where I've seen something as a child and then I rewatch it as an adult, and I'm like, this does not look nearly as good as I thought it did as a child, and I kind of thought that that was gonna happen, but it looks so good. So I don't know. I have no idea how. I haven't looked into how they did any of it. It's amazing.
Well, it's the
So
traditional when you think of motion capture, performance capture. I don't know if you've ever seen the
like the little suits.
right. Like the classic example is the dots all over their
Hmm.
body, so that when they move, the camera is able to pick up the performance and everything. So
Yeah.
I think Avatar and especially Way of Water and the sequels now are incorporating a lot of newer technology where I don't even
Mhm.
know that they even have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think when it's Natiri, I think it's literally just Zoe Saldana in that suit with the head thing
Mhm.
on.
Yeah.
So I think all of her is all digital, all which I mean
Wow.
is still costume in a way, but it's not a
Yeah.
physical, tangible piece of
Item.
clothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll have Beth's Instagram if anybody wants to see what the heck she's doing on her page. Don't expect anything James Cameron. So
No.
if that's the determining factor, don't click the link. And if it's not, then go ahead, click the link. And yeah, any last words before we hit the end button?
Yeah, if you like fashion, there might be something for you on there. But movies, I do love movies. I watch them casually though. You
Right,
know,
right.
casual movie enjoyer. But yeah, thank you so much. This was so much fun. I'm so glad you had the least qualified person ever to do this. It was like such an honor.
You have a letterboxed, right?
I do, yeah, but it's for fun. Like, my reviews are not very well rounded. Just silly thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is the majority, I think, of what Letterbox is turning into anyway.
I know. I feel like there's not a lot of like actual in-depth
No, there really
reviews.
isn't, and
Yeah,
it's honestly infecting me to the point where
yeah,
I do that too, and I'm like,
just a
stop it,
joke.
Eddie." I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, you don't want to be like them.
No, because sometimes it really does get to a point where it's like, I don't know, is media literacy gone? Like, we need to start, actually thinking about what we're consuming and critically. But, you know, but I love a joke, so what can I say?
All right, well, as
Yeah.
long as you considered this an honor, because
I do. That was
awesome,
amazing.
awesome.
So excited.
Wanted you to leave, thinking, all right, that wasn't a total waste of time. So
No, it was so like truly, I was like, I don't know why he's inviting me, but I
I
mean,
don't know
I'm
why.
just
Honestly, the only thing is the rapport, like the back and forth.
yeah, totally. Yeah, I think it works really well.
It's not like we don't have the ability to hold a conversation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people we work with that you'll
Oh,
never ever see on this podcast.
yeah, I know. Oh my
So
gosh, imagine. Yeah,
so
we always have good banter. It's always a good time.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gotta make the most of
it's
it.
that Owl City song. It's always a good time.
It's always yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So,
totally.
all right, everybody, thank you for watching, listening, whatever you did. If you're on YouTube, leave a comment. What did you think of Beth's first podcast appearance? If you're on Spotify, I think you can also do something like that if I have a Q&A thing listed. So whatever. Do all that stuff you do with podcasts. Thank you. I will be back again with a Way of Water tier list in the future. So keep an eye out for that. And like I always say, go watch a Cameron film.